I'm Justin Mott, and welcome to another episode of my luxury hotel room tours and reviews. Today we're here at the InterContinental Singapore, and this is the master bedroom of the presidential suite. I'm gonna give you a full tour here, but before I do that, just quick little credentials about me, because you must be thinking, this guy's a little goofy in his intro. He's got a simple black t-shirt, kind of a weird photographer's type black hat. Well, it's true, I am a photographer. I've been an official photographer for InterContinental Hotels for a long time now, about a decade. I've been shooting their hotels and resorts all over the world, filming, shooting them, staying in them. I've kind of done it all, so I do know a thing or two about this kind of stuff, so never judge a book by its cover. All right, let's start with some basic facts about this room. So first of all, let's talk price. You guys, everyone wants to talk price. I'm gonna sell you on this room. You need to know how much it costs. So this room costs roughly 3,000 Sing dollars per night. I'll put the conversion to US dollars right there. And as far as space, this is like ridiculously long space if you couldn't tell from the intro. This is 259 square meters with these gorgeous floor to ceiling windows and just high ceilings throughout the entire place. It's a one-bedroom presidential suite, so it's meant for someone just kind of have their space themselves. But I'm told the boardroom, which we'll check out later, or the executive dining area, that can also be converted into a bedroom as well. So starting here in the master bedroom here, you've got a beautiful, gigantic king-size bed. Again, those high ceilings throughout. You've got a nice chaise lounge chair over there. Peranakan style decor throughout the entire presidential suite, also throughout the entire hotel. You've got this TV off here that I'll show you right now that's kind of like embedded into the cabinet here, so you can press a little button and it can come up or it can go low. It's kind of like this. And then come out. You've got a nice little lounge area here you can also sit at the end of your bed. I don't know why these things exist, but they're kind of nice. I guess sometimes you don't want to leave your bedroom. You just want to kind of hang out, but you don't want to be in the bed. I guess that's where this comes in handy. All right, let me take you over to the master bathroom, because there's something really special in there, something very unique, something that you're really going to like. So yeah, the master bathroom has its own sauna. I didn't turn it on because I'm already sweaty enough. It's always kind of hot in Singapore, but it has its own sauna. I'm going to move you over here a little bit. Check this out over here. So you've got a sauna right when you walk into your left. Dual sinks, as most luxury hotels have, but just one of those things, nice little touches. When they don't have it, it kind of pisses you off, but when they do have it, it's really nice. One person could be here, the other person could be here. Got a bathtub over here, full-size bathtub. It's not a jacuzzi, gigantic bathtub, but it's still really nice. And they don't cheap out any of the details. A nice soft cushion chair here if you want to sit next to the person, or you just like that's having a bath, but you're not ready to plunge in. Or just, you're doing that little thing where you're touching the water and checking it. And let me flip you around here. You've got a little powder room too. Nice little powder area. So you got a little powder room here, and then plenty of closet space. Again, I'll take you over here. A lot of closet space behind me. Another floor to ceiling mirror if you want to check yourself out before you go out. You've got a little sitting area in your closet. So you're putting your shoes on, normal size safe, but plenty of closet space in here. I like the little touch of the chair there, this little sitting area, because as an old man, I've got lower back problems. I like the little sitting area when I put my shoes and sneakers on. Moving on to the living room here, it's just gigantic, it's spacious. You've got a little bar area over there. You can use it as your little morning coffee area, or as a little place to make cocktails if that's what you're into. Couple chairs here. Again, with those floor to ceiling windows, again with those high ceilings, beautiful chandelier, nice artwork, plenty of space here. So you've got 3 couches and 2 chairs. You got another sitting area over here. It's just ridiculously spacious. You can have a giant party in here, and there's plenty of space for a lot of people. These windows throughout the entire room, they get tons of natural light. It's pouring in right now. That's important. I mean, a lot of people don't think of that kind of stuff, but having natural light, having beautiful light pouring in. All right, so moving on to the study area. Can you believe it has its own study? This is probably my favorite spot in the entire room. Look at the size of this beautiful leather couch. It's just ridiculously large and comfortable. You can have 2 people relax in here. Great spot to crack open a book with the window right here and enjoy the view of downtown Singapore. You've got your own little private desk / business center here with a little TV, which is nice because you could actually sit here and watch TV. A nice comfy chair there, and another little chair as well. So if you want to have like a little more intimate meeting, you could right there. Another chandelier above me. I just love this area. It's just like, it's nice, and it just opens up and leads you into this room, which we're gonna go check out, which is the executive boardroom / dining area. Okay, so tucked all the way at the end of the presidential suite, and the last room I'm gonna talk about here is the executive dining area slash boardroom. I mean, you could use this as a boardroom. It has 10 seats. It also has a couple chairs over here. So if you're like the person that's not as important, like the backup person, the assistant of the assistant, you might have to sit over here with a nice little painting on the table, comfy chairs here to sit in. I mean, it's all done at a high end. So this could be used again as a boardroom, or it could be used as a dining area or as an events area. But if you're staying here solo, great area to throw a party, or you could just have your food in here and your party in the living room. Something I'm not gonna show you, but they also have a full kitchen back there, so you could have things catered, or you could cook yourself, or if you have your own private chef, because you can afford to stay at a place like this, you might be able to afford your own private chef. All right, guys, I like to do my final wrap up for each room in my favorite room, or my favorite part of the room, and this is it right here. This is my favorite part of this presidential suite. This little study area. It's not a little study area, it's a gigantic study area. Behind you, you've got that desk, but this part here, this is the part that I would love. This giant leather comfortable couch right by the window. Great spot to just cozy up, read a book, have a glass of wine, or have some tea, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna sit forward because I look fat. This is my favorite room right here. So this hotel overall, I love that they've kept the heritage. A lot of times people say, oh, you know, I'd love it to be a little more modern. I think it would be a mistake to make this place modern. They've kept the heritage, they've kept the Peranakan culture with the decor throughout the entire hotel. This hotel has a lot of history, has a lot of heritage. It is a heritage hotel. This room is obviously over the top for someone like me, but if you can afford it. I'm told that the Princess of Thailand stays here every time she comes. This is her go-to spot, so that's a little interesting fact. But I would say overall this hotel, just their regular rooms where I've been staying, don't feel that regular at all. They're incredible, they're comfortable, and I love the decor throughout. As a photographer, I appreciate all the little details, all the lamps, all the decor, all the furniture, everything is top notch. I love they kept the heritage and the culture here of Singapore. Obviously, I love the floor to ceiling windows. I love all the natural light that this place gets. I mean, not just photographers appreciate that, but just adds to your overall well-being and happiness. And this place has plenty of natural light. It's situated in a perfect part of the city. You can see the downtown area right there. You can see the water out there, and we're right across from the National Library. The food has been scrumptious. The pizza, I'm gonna do the afternoon tea tomorrow. I'm gonna try some of the other restaurants. But every little bit of this hotel, the lobby, the high ceilings, there's just so much to explore. There's so much beauty here, so much heritage here. I absolutely love it. One thing I would say, if I was gonna improve this room, what would I do? This is being nitpicky, but I would say as a photographer, this being my favorite spot, I'd love for a little bookshelf there filled with books. I see 3 books there. It'd be nice to have like some photographers work on there, so maybe some local photographers or photographers that have done some work in Singapore. That would be nice. I like when hotels do that. I appreciate it, but that's just me being selfish because I like photo books. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to InterContinental Singapore. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer. I'll put a full link to this room and to the hotel in the description box below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to join me in the next city and the next hotel and for the next room tour. And don't forget to have a wonderful day.